Hey guys, welcome back to Califlothrifts. My name is Sarah. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm super excited to show you guys what sold last week, May the 12th to May the 18th. We have some wonderful BOLOs for you guys, so please stay till the end and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you all of our solds for last week. Like always, I'm gonna be showing you on Canva because I want you guys to see all of the costs involved in the sales, and I want you guys to see all the numbers, okay? Because we don't want to hide anything here. So let's just go ahead and scroll over here to the 12th. Let me see here. So the 12th right here. So the first item that sold here for us was this leapfrog. So this item was actually an item that I had bought for my daughter, but she's very little, so I'm like like she's not even gonna use it yet, so I just decided to sell it. So this one is a leapfrog. Let me see what the model is here. Leapfrog LeapPad Academy Kids Learning 7-inch tablet, 16 gigabytes. So this one was really nice. It actually came with all the accessories pretty much. It had the charger. It had even like the cover here for the pad. Came with the instructions, and it came with a little case as well. So this was a great item. Good thing that it had a really good sell-through rate, and so we sold it pretty much. We listed it on April the 1st and it sold on May the 12th. So it took around a month and like a week or so to sell, so that wasn't that bad. We initially did price it up high, so I think that was the reason why it wasn't selling, because we did receive a lot of offers, but we just decided to kind of stick to kind of closer to what we wanted, because I did pay up for it. I paid $15 for it. So for this one, it sold on the 12th, and then it sold on eBay for $58.61. The marketplace fees were $14.33. It cost me $15, and then we only profited $17.58. And that was because, it was going to be an item, for me, but we decided to sell it. So it wasn't that bad. It sold relatively quickly. And that was kind of also the reason why I couldn't just take any offer, because I knew we were already going to make very little for it. So we only doubled our money there. All right. So the next item here, let me see. Okay, so we got this vintage, it's kind of like it says Native American Tombstone, Arizona t-shirt. So this one, we did get it a long time ago. We actually listed it last year. It says July 30th of 2024. And it sold on the 12th of May on eBay for $22.91. We did pay $3.34 for this item, so it wasn't that good of an item. And then we profited $10.86, so it wasn't that bad. This one, we just pretty much got it because it was vintage, but we didn't even like look up the sell-through rate or anything. So, not a BOLO here, but it's sold, so we're happy about that. Let's see here, the next item, this one. And so this one is a Harley Davidson Touring Quick Detach Luggage Rack. This one, I actually got it recently, not that long ago, at a thrift store. And this was crazy because I was actually looking for floor mats and I couldn't find anything. And so I was like, what else is there? Is there anything else? And so I just happened to look the right way and I found this rack. It was actually two of them that I found. And it actually came out in one of our previous videos. So this one, I bought it on April the 14th, 2025, and then one of them sold on May the 13th and the other one on May the 17th. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't know why that happens sometimes. Like, you got items that like they're not selling, and then one sells, and then all of a sudden like all of them sell. It's weird. I think it's like the algorithm picks it up or something. I'm not sure. And so we did sell one for $121.95, the other one for $124.95. And let me see here, the marketplace fees, it says it was $13.02. It seems like we forgot to put here the marketplace fees, but it was eBay as well, so it was probably also $13.02. And then the cost of goods was $7.99 each, and we profited pretty much $83.02 for both of them when you discount the marketplace fees. So this was a great, great item. The only reason why I knew what it was is because, first of all, when I picked it up, it was like super heavy. And so I was like, this has to be for more than just a regular bicycle, you know? And I actually took a look at the bottom of it. It had it had the number there. Let me see here if I can see it. It actually, I don't know why we probably forgot to take the pictures of that. That's weird. But yeah, so it had a number on it. And then when I took a Google picture of it, it started showing like the Harley Davidson. So I got super excited. And then when I went into eBay, I matched the part number that it was showing here. And then that's how I knew it was. But that was such a great pickup there. I just, sometimes you just got to think outside of the box. Try to look at stuff that you never looked at before, because that's where the money is sometimes. Next, we sold this Banana Republic linen blend. Says it's a flannel shirt. So linen for us has started to sell very well now. We are hitting summer now, so it's selling very, very well. This one, it was long sleeve, so that was surprising that it's sold right now. But I guess people still like to wear long sleeve to protect themselves from the sun. So because it's linen, it's still like a fresh, option to wear. So this one, let me see here. We got it on March the 9th of 2025. And then it sold on March the 13th. Not March the 13th, May the 13th. On eBay for $38.52. And then our cost of goods was $226, so that was really good. We profited $22.17, so that was great. So for me, actually, I try to pick up most linen. I most of the time when there's linen involved in the clothing, usually it will be something worth picking up. Not all the brands sell good for linen, but most of them, even like linen blends, would sell good. Usually they would have a decent sell-through rate. Maybe the profit won't be that as much, but as long as we're making some profit and it's fast, that for me at least, that's acceptable. This is just a filter that we had a long time ago, so I'm not even gonna mention that one. This next one is a Peter Millar flat chino shorts. So this one, we actually just got it, I believe, on January 29th of 2025. This one sold on the 13th of May. We sold it for $21. That was an offer actually on Mercari. And we profited $14.53 for this one. We did pay $3.75 at a thrift store. So I actually picked up these shorts in the winter. So I always like to do that. I like to pick up, on the opposite seasons, because I usually get the best value for the items. So, this ones, I picked them up in the winter and pretty much January 29th, and they ended up selling, I feel like right away, because for me, if it's the start of the summer and if the item sells and I picked it up in the winter, it's doing pretty good. Yeah. And so these ones are just chino shorts. They're pretty plain. And let me show you the backs here. Let's go ahead and see the next item. So this one, guys, I forgot when I got this, but I don't know. When I bought it, I thought it was pretty cool. I got it on March the 19th. But I thought it was pretty cool. But then I started feeling like it was kind of creepy. But it was too late because I had already bought it. But I bought this at the Goodwill bins. And the reason why I bought it is because this is actually made out of leather. And so it seems like the sculpture sculpted the face on the leather itself. So I just thought it was pretty cool. But it seems like it might be old, actually. But this one, I'm glad it sold because we have had it since December the 19th. It finally sold on eBay on March. Why do I keep saying March? On May 13th for $34.46. It was on an offer, and we paid $2. We profited $10.98. It wasn't that much, but I was just happy to see it go because it kind of started creeping me out after a while, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then our next item, again, is a Banana Republic men's 100% linen Camden fit button-up shirt. So linen, again, sells really good for us, especially button-up shirts for men. They sell pretty good. Banana Republic actually sells good for us as well. So We sold it for $39.94 on eBay. We listed it on May the 13th, guys, 2025, and it actually sold on the next day. So March. So May the 14th, it sold really, really quickly. And then we paid $5 for this, and we profited $22.37. So that was pretty good. And I'm gonna show you here the tag. So this is a Camden fit, and so we always try to buy like large and up. Sometimes we would make like the exception if like it's a really good brand with a really good sell-through rate. We will get like smallers, like small or medium, but otherwise we usually try to just stick with like large and above, because those are like the ones that sell the best for us. All right, the next item, let me see here. So this is just a regular Nike t-shirt. We've had this forever. It says January 3rd from 2024, so I'm not even gonna show you guys that one. But then this next one, this one actually is a recent find at the Goodwill bins. We listed it on May the 7th, and then it sold on the 14th, so it took around 7 days to sell on eBay for $96.24, and we paid $1.17 at the Goodwill bin, so that was a great pickup. And then we profited $73.82. But you know, this one, guys, like it looked like it was missing stuff, because if you see here the back, it looks like it might be missing like a cover or something, which I'm not sure if it's missing a cover yet, because when we looked it up and we saw like the other solds, they were looking just like this. So I think this is just kind of like a mount to something. It mounts into something. But it was missing the power cord though, and we did state it on the listing, and it still sold. It would have actually sold for more, but because it didn't have the power cord, we had to discount it. But this one is called Verizon LTE Network Extender ASK SFE 116 Cellular Signal Booster. So anytime I see like Verizon something, I always try to look it up, because those items, like those devices, are really expensive, especially if it's like a Wi-Fi extender or anything that boosts anything, any type of signal. Always look it up. And sometimes even if they're like priced up, because like the other day I just bought a Wi-Fi extender that was Verizon. They wanted $50 at the thrift store, and I paid them, because I was like, it was brand new in the box, and those new sell for $350. So I bought it anyways, because they have an over 100% sell-through rate. So I would make exceptions like that if I know they're gonna sell fast. Then this next item, this was a recent find as well. We just got this one on April the 21st at the Goodwill bins. It was actually in one of our previous videos where I found a bunch of car mats, and it sold on May the 14th on eBay for $47.58. So this one's, guys, oh, let me show you. So, and we paid $152 and then $27.92. Sorry guys, my ADHD. But but yeah, so this one's, I actually found this piece. It's for a Land Rover, and I found also, I forgot if it was the left or the right passengers as well, but it was missing one, so we couldn't sell it as a set, and so we decided to just separate them. It's 2020 to 2025 Land Rover Defender OEM floor mat, and we just decided to separate them. This is how the little tag looks, and so yeah, and we were able to sell it like that. We still have the other one, but you know, even if it never sells, who cares? Because we already made a lot of money. We already made a lot of money with this, you know, compared to the cost of goods. And then we still have the other ones too, because that day it was like floor mat day, because I bought like 5 pairs, like 5 sets for different cars. All right, and let me see here. The next item. Oh, ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys that one right now. But this one's just a bread and butter. But this one we listed on January the 20th, 2025. Sold May the 15th. Tommy Hilfiger men's custom fit button-up shirt. So this is how it looks. And it's not even linen or anything, it seems. Nope. Make sure you guys always get like your keywords there, because that honestly, since we started doing that, it has changed like our sell rate, like how many things we've been selling, especially things that don't even have a brand. We've been able to sell them with just the keywords. So this is how the tag looks. It's just a, you know, regular Tommy Hilfiger. I guess the pattern might be desirable there. And we sold it for $21.95 on eBay. And then we paid $4 for it. And then we profited $10.47 for this one. All right, let me see here. Guys, this next item, I think we got this one at a thrift store. So this is definitely a bolo here. So this one is called Gitman Vintage Men's Linen Blend Short Sleeve Button Down Shirt. And so this one, look at this. Let me show you guys. This one was brand new with tags, and the tag said $205. $205 new. This is what the tag looks like. Gitman Bros. Gitman Bros. It says vintage there too. And then, so this one, we listed on January the 9th, 2025. And then it sold on May the 15th on eBay. And we took an offer. We were selling it for like, I think we were selling it for like $200. And we took an offer, I believe it was for like $150. And then, so this is already including like the taxes and stuff. So we ended up, the total was $163.11. Marketplace fees were $30.20. Cost of goods only $6. And then we profited $118.90. So be on the lookout for this one, Gitman Bros. Gitman Bros. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one here. So this next one is actually also a really good item. It has over 100% sell-through rate. This is the Instax Mini. I believe that, so this one, it was not even like the newest version, but it's still desirable. So this one, I got it at a thrift store. It's called Fujifilm Instax Mini 9 Instant Camera. So this one, I did pay up a little bit more than I would have wanted to, but we still made a really decent profit, especially because it only sold in 5 days. We bought it on May the 10th. We sold it on May the 15th. It sold on Whatnot, and we sold for $34.95. Our cost of goods was $8, and then we profited $23.56. So that was great. This one, it had the little camera. It still had the box, the instructions, couple stickers there, and I don't know if this is kind of like a protector or something for the lens, but that was just a great pickup there as well. Kind of bread and butter for us, but it still had a over % sell-through rate there. So if you could get it like for, I think we wouldn't pay like more than $10 for it, for the amount of like profit that we made. But if you could get it for like $3 at a yard sale or something, that would be great. The next item here, this one is vintage Canterbury. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. New Zealand men's long sleeve rugby polo shirt. So this one we had it for some time already. We had it since April 23 of last year, and it finally sold on May 15th on eBay for $72.76. We took an offer, and then we only paid $250, so that was great. And then we profited $41.32. So this one, I mean, this one took a long time to sell. We thought it was gonna sell faster than that, but you know, it's okay because we still profited a decent amount. This is how it looks, I guess, so you can see kind of like the logo there. I think it's for that like rugby, what is it called? Like it's a sport or something, rugby sport or something. But here's another picture. I mean, something like this is great if you were able to find it like at a yard sale for like a couple bucks. You know, we only pay $250, so it's not that bad. We pretty much hold it for a whole year. So there you go. And then let me check here. Next is this Hager Cool 18 Tech. This one I believe is recent. Yeah, we got it on April the 11th of this year, and then it sold on May the 15th on Poshmark for $25. So this is bread and butter for us. And our cost of goods was $250, and we profited $17.50. So that was great. Let me show you guys how it looks. And this is the tag there. So I guess this Cool 18 Tech is desirable. And so Hager Cool 18 Tech men's button-up shirt. And so you see guys, like I want to show you guys here like our keywords. So for this type of shirt, we kind of put like preppy, casual, streetwear, golf, plaid, quiet luxury, old money, functional, minimalist, comfortable. Sometimes the keywords that we put, it doesn't even like make sense, but we just try to like fish for anything, you know, like we're just like fishing for that customer there. But you know, if they like it, they're gonna buy it, you know, so it's fine. But just make sure you guys are putting your keywords in there because it's very important. I'm not gonna show you this one because this one we had for a long time. And then, oh, this one, guys, this one's, I actually found 2 of this at the Goodwill bins. I think it was like 3 or 4 videos ago. So I'm gonna link the link below. Actually, I'm gonna put the link below of this video so you guys can go back and see that haul, because that was a really good haul actually. And so this one, let me see. So it sold on eBay. We listed it May the 7th, and then it sold on the 15th. This is a Matrox triple head to go DP edition, DisplayPort edition video splitter. So I guess you connect this to like your laptop, and then it allows you to have multiple screens on the laptop itself. When I got it, I didn't even know what it was, but Josh looked it up and it was selling for a good amount of money. So ours didn't have the cables. The cables, you can easily find them, but because we weren't selling it with the cables, we couldn't sell it for as much. This customer actually bought the 2 of them that we had, and it sold on eBay, quantity of 2. The price was a total of $137 with 70 cents. We paid $234 for this, and then we profited $91.65. These ones do have an over 100% sell-through rate, so be on the lookout for this. It looks just like a little box, you know, just a kind of like this big, and it has those ports there so that you can have multiple screens. You know, sometimes the little things can be worth a lot of money, but definitely be on the lookout. All right, let's see our next item here. This one, guys, we just had it forever, so I'm not even gonna mention that. It was a super bad buy there. And then this one, American Eagle, is just a bread and butter for us. So I'm gonna show you guys, because sometimes, you know, when you're not able to find a lot of like good stuff, you can still pick this up. And these are just, you know, regular shorts. Let me show you the backs here. American Eagle is a great bread and butter for us. And it usually sells relatively quickly. It doesn't sell for a lot of money though, but it'll, you know, keep our sales going. So this one, we listed it on September 11th of last year, and we sold it on May the 16th. So this one, I got it late in the summer. So I kind of was expecting it to not sell until this year, so it's okay. And we sold it on eBay for $17.45. We bought it for $2 and we profited $6.52. So it wasn't that much, but you know, something is something there. This next one, this one is just a Budweiser like inflatable tube. I don't even know why we got that or where we got it. I don't remember, but this was not a good buy, so I'm not even gonna show you guys. And this is another, as you can see, American Eagle. These are some joggers, so I'm surprised that they actually sold because it's pretty hot. I don't know if in the entire country right now, but I mean, I don't know. People sometimes like to wear joggers anyway, even in the summer. Like, it's crazy because I've been seeing like a lot of people wearing like sweaters Like it's like 2 p.m. The sun is like shining really strong, and these people are just like walking with their sweaters, hoodies on, and I'm like, what world are these people living in? I don't know. But yeah. And so we sold this on let me see. We dusted it December 3rd of 2024, and we sold it on May the 16th on eBay. We sold it for $24.95. It seems like we're missing there the marketplace fees, but we probably ended up profiting like maybe like $18 or something. We don't have the cost of goods there either. I think this actually just sold today or yesterday because it's the weekend right now when I'm recording this video, and we probably haven't processed it yet. But you know, we probably made like around $18 because we probably pay like a couple bucks for this. We usually don't pay that much for American Eagle because we know that it doesn't sell for that much, but it's just pretty much bread and butter for us. Let me just show you. This is how it looks. And we put American Eagle men's joggers, sweatpants, tapered, athleisure, wear, gray. And you see our keywords here: tapered, athleisure, active, activewear, casual, comfy, comfortable, minimalist. But yeah, let's go ahead and move to the next one. All right, this one is a button-up shirt. This is a men's Paradise by Axis men's 100% silk Hawaiian button-up shirt. So Hawaiian shirts for us, they just sell really, really good. Most of them are bread and butter, but anything that's like linen, silk, or like Pima cotton, stuff like that. For the button-ups, we don't usually find Pima cotton. That's usually just on the polos. But you know, if you find silk on this, it'll probably sell. Maybe not really quickly, but it'll sell eventually, probably within that same year. And you could at least get like $25. We usually find that we can at least get like $25 for the shirts, even if they don't like, if they're not like a super good brand. So this is how this one looks. And there you go. So guys, I want to actually give you a quick tip for washing silk. I was struggle at the beginning because I'm like, I'm not gonna take it to the dry cleaners, because by the time I pay for the dry cleaners and stuff, it's gonna be way too much money. Like I'm gonna end up not even making a profit, right? So the way that I found out how to like wash these shirts or this material is I actually wash it by hand. Go ahead and put it in water with a little bit of like liquid softener, and that, guys, makes a trick. Because like if you wash silk or linen in just regular detergent, that thing is gonna be like super hard. Afterwards it's just gonna dry, and it's gonna dry hard, so it's gonna be kind of like a like a file. But if you put it in softener before you dry it, like just liquid softener, it will actually be soft again. And then you can then proceed to steam it. And then once you steam it, you're gonna feel like that is soft again. And so after it dries, obviously. So after it dries, you steam it and it'll be kind of like just the same, you know? So that is a great tip there, you guys, so that you guys can wash that type of clothing, because sometimes most of those clothing, you will find them with stains because people wear them and then they don't want to take them to the dry cleaner. And so then they just leave them like that, and then they end up never taking them to the dry cleaner, and then they just donate them. So I've saved a lot of clothing that way. And that actually also helps me, because when I am thrifting, where I'm sourcing, if I find anything that looks like a stain that I can remove, I'll buy it. And you know, another reseller might not bought it, but I bought it, and then I know how to clean it, right? So that was just a quick tip there. This is how the tag looks. It's Paradise by Axis. And this one, we profited $19.95. Oh, we actually, this is probably something that just sold today too. Let me see. Or this weekend. So we listed this one on November the 2nd of 2024. And it's understandable that it just sold on May the 16th because the summer just hit. So, and it sold on eBay for $19.95. We didn't put the marketplace fees here yet, but or the cost of goods, which is weird. let me see here. So we probably profited around, I don't think we paid more than $5 for that one. So around $13, that's probably what we profited. All right, let's move to the next item here. Another Caribbean Joe. So this one is no, it's not linen. I thought it was linen. So this one's called Caribbean Joe men's button-up Hawaiian shirt. So again, that Hawaiian theme there is really popular and very desirable. And this one, we listed it on September the 1st of 2024, and we sold it on May the 17th, 2025. And then this one did sell on Mercari for $19.95. And I think this one just sold also this weekend, so we don't have yet the fees or anything like that. We probably also profited around like $14. But this is how the tag looks. This was just rayon, but we have found Caribbean Joe in silk, and that does way better. So be on the lookout for silk, guys, and linen as well. All right, let me see here the next item. This is a bundle. So this one, Callaway men's Opti-Dry golf polo shirts, bundle of 2. And this one's, we listed it on March the 28th of this year. And then it sold on May the 17th on eBay for $49.95. I think we just sold that one too this weekend, so we haven't put there the marketplace fees, but we bought each for $7.98. I believe so, because unless we got it like at a thrift store for sale, but we profited, it says $41.97. Probably we profited around $28, something like that. So they're just simple Callaway shirts. These ones do really good for us. They're bread and butter as well. Oh, it does seem like this one has a pattern there. So they both have patterns actually. If you look close, they both have patterns. But as you can see, we got them both large. And so we do that a lot. If we find something that's good, but it doesn't have a high value, and we find multiple of them, we bundle them up, and that usually sells good for us. All right, let's move here to the next item. Incio. So this was a new brand for me. I've never found this brand before. This one is called Incio Women's Linen Magic Dress, Asymmetrical Bubble Hem Sleeveless Dress. So I just thought this was so like, I don't know, so like whimsical. What do you call it? I don't know. I just thought it was like hippie and whimsical, and like because of the bottom, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just really cool. The bottom is just really cool, and linen. It was 100% linen. For, I guess it has multiple fabrics. So fabric 1, 100% linen, and then fabric 2, it says cotton and elastane. But this one we took an offer, and the offer was for $69.95. So we listed it on March 24th. It sold on May 17th on eBay for $69.95. This one just sold as well, so we haven't put the marketplace fees there yet. We bought it for $6, and this one probably was like around maybe $8. So we probably profited around like 55 or something like that. But you know, guys, linen, just even if it's like a dress, like especially if it's a dress, usually it'll do good. And I guess this brand is just like, I've never found this brand before. And you see the tag here, it's kind of weird looking. Inizio, it says. But it caught my attention that it was linen, and also it says made in Italy. So that's a good sign. And you know what, guys? I actually wanted to mention this to you guys. We have been using the this thing, what is called like a prop or something. And so this thing has helped a lot with the sales, especially with the dresses, because I feel like women are more like visual, so they want to see like how something looks on. And I definitely recommend you guys buying one of these things, because it definitely gives a different perspective of what the item is. And so I think it's been helping us because we were not selling as much women's items before, because we feel like women are a little bit more, I'm a woman, but it's like, I'm not very picky with stuff, but some women are very picky with stuff, and it's perfectly fine, you know, it's their right to be picky, but we found that like there was just too many returns, and usually it was like for girls clothing. And you know, mostly it's the fit. I understand like it's very difficult to buy online, and especially brands that you've never bought before. And if you're just like experimenting and it says it's a size small, people automatically, they don't even look at the picture sometimes. And just because we list it as a size small, they don't look at the measurements and they'll just buy it. And we do have free returns, and so we have to eat the cost for that. But we weren't selling as many women's clothes, and I think part of it was because of like the presentation of them, right? So we always want to have like a really good presentation, even with stuff that is not like that expensive. As long as you have a good presentation, I think that people will buy your item, because you know, you can show somebody like an item that is all like not ironed and stuff, and versus somebody that has a really nice like iron piece of clothing, automatically it gives like the impression that this piece of clothing that's ironed is been like better taken care of than the other one. So that's kind of just my thoughts on that. But yeah, there you go, guys. And then let me see what tags I put. Legging look, asymmetrical, flowy, old money, quiet luxury, lightweight, classic, unique, and modest. So that was good. And then let's see the next item here. So this is just a regular Florida Gators t-shirt. This is a bubble head here. This one we had it for some time. This ones, we haven't had them for that long. These ones were pretty bad on the crotch area, which I was pretty surprised that they sold that quickly. I thought they were going to take a little bit longer. I even told Josh, I'm like, should we still sell this? Because like, they look kind of harsh. But I guess that's the style right now. People just, you know, they want stuff that looks like it's been through things, you know? So it's good, I guess. So this one, we listed it on March the 21st, and then it sold on May the 18th. So this is just sold right now, like this couple of days ago. So we haven't actually put the marketplace fees there yet. Sold on eBay for $39.95. Our cost of goods was $5.99. So we probably profited around like $25, I would say. And then this is how they look. Like, as you can see, it had pretty bad like discoloration on the crotch area there. And then also look at the knee area too. So this, I don't know. But it gives me all kinds of like crazy thoughts. I don't know. Sorry guys. But yeah, anyway, so we listed it as vintage 90s Levi's men's 505 regular fit jeans, 34 by 32. And then we made sure we put there made in the USA. Some of our keywords there were vintage, 90s, denim, jeans, classic, casual, functional workwear. And so that was a pretty good fast seller, I would say. If it sells within the 90 days, I'm happy with that. It seems like that was it actually. So that was our last item. Let me see here. Yeah, that was our last item, guys. So overall, I think it was a pretty good week. We are trying to, like I said before, we're trying to make sure that we get higher sell-through items. We're not always going to find those items, right? Because, you know, sometimes that's how it is. But we are trying to stick with that. And I am really, really happy because I'm really seeing like the results of that. You know, the hard work is paying off. So overall, I am really satisfied with our new technique of sticking with the sell-through rate, making sure we're making educated decisions before we buy. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys staying till the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.